All right. Good afternoon. This is Penelope Flynn, co-host and moderator of Discussions from the Otherhood. I'm here this lovely Sunday afternoon with the remainder of the Blerdsassins next door. I've got James, Sonia, Cranston, and Otto. And today we're going to be talking about the right song, wrong words. And before we get started, of course, we're going to talk a little about the weather. And James, how's the weather in New York City?
Okay, first of all, right now it's not New York City, it's New Amsterdam.
Oh, it's New Amsterdam. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
New Amsterdam, home of the champions.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And it it's 81 degrees and partly sunny.
Wow.
And, yeah, and things have finally, as the sky record goes, things have finally simmered down.
Okay. Okay. Good.
You
But
know,
how about? I mean, is it at 81 in the city? Is it humid, or is it just sunny, hot?
no, it's not humid. It's a dry hot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a person couldn't ask for a better day, especially somebody like me that likes sunny but also like overcast days. So,
Yeah. Yeah. How wonderful.
you
And
know,
everybody's still. I know it's simmering down, but still riding that high of the New York Knicks winning the NBA championship. Everybody's still good spirits.
uh, yeah, but it's starting to wear off and go back to a little bit of the mayhem that makes New York so great. You know,
Yeah. Okay. All right though. All right. And the next person we got on our list is Sonia. She's
Hey,
further up.
yeah,
Upstate.
further up, still rooting for the Knicks though.
Yay!
Yay. Um, it's 75 degrees here, nice and sunny, but tomorrow's
Mm,
another day.
that sounds great though.
Yeah, it's
Are you
nice.
are you getting out in it?
I got out yesterday. Trying not to get out because my housemates are doing lawn work and stuff.
Okay.
And I don't want to inhale all of that because it usually means that pollen goes all the which way.
Yes,
And
yes.
since the rain's not due until tomorrow, I'm going to
Mhm.
wait for the pollen to taper, that get stamped down, and then I'll go back out.
Okay, good, good, good to hear it. And Cranston, who we have not heard from in a couple of weeks. How are things going?
It is mid 90s, scattered showers, and humid.
Humid. Have you get out in it? Are you allowed to get out in it? Or
Uh, yeah, you can get outside in it, and he said, "Yeah, take me back inside." That's where the is.
that's enough of that. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm back in, baby. So I'm glad we like to sit here for because it was a couple of weeks that we have not had heard from you, so we were a little concerned. So I'm glad you're able to log in, especially since he sent me a text saying, "Hey, where's the platform link?" And I missed this text message, so I apologize for I missed the text message, but glad that you are here.
Okay, I'm glad to be here.
All right. And Otto, how's the weather?
It's orange and blue skies even here in Texas.
Yay!
But it's hot though, y'all. It's a 90.
Yeah.
It's in the 90s. It's gonna stay that way for probably the remainder of the year.
Yeah.
Um, and we had a lot of rain and a lot of vegetation, but it's expected this time of year. So
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this this week we kind of had, of course, it's like one of those shows where you're going to, just kind of relax and ease up because let's face it, we're still floating on that high from the Knicks winning the NBA championship. I mean, now it's like listening to all of the podcasts, previous interviews, etc. Looking back at when people, were talking all that yin yang, saying that, oh, we can't see how Jalen Brunson could possibly, lead them to a championship. I mean, that did not wear well. That did not age well at all, right? So, it's been great. It's still distracted to a point because we are looking back and looking at people saying, huh, are you all ready to apologize, for your stupidity? So it's felt really good.
you also had, see, here in New York, you also had, you could kind of tell the real fans from the
The
ba-
Johnny Come Latelys. That's what they are. The
yeah,
Johnny Come Latelys.
one woman, she's a very nice lady where I work at. She comes in with a brand new, fresh out the Amazon, I guess, box, knit
Mm-hmm.
cap and shirt
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. And then you could tell, you could kind of tell the fans that have been with the Knicks for a while but kind of fell off because once they won, everybody ran to their closet and
And dragged it out. Dragged
yeah,
out all that paraphernalia.
whether it was a Knicks scarf or autograph picture of Jamal
Hmm.
Crawford or
Yeah, back in the day when we used to be fans. In fact,
yeah,
I think today we're watching somebody's video, somebody's podcast or video, whatever it was, and they had a picture of like all during a game, people sitting, on the floor seats, front row, with paper bags over their heads.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's bad.
yeah.
So I don't want to see no Taylor Swift or whatever that Sweeney chick name. I don't see none of that. I don't see no celebrities. I hate that celebrity stuff, except for the people who come there all the time.
The
Like
hardcore fans.
yeah, I don't like seeing Spike Lee there because he tried to make it more about himself than the game.
But he
But
comes. Everybody comes every game.
yeah, but Ben Stiller,
Hmm.
Matthew Modine,
Tracy
Michael J.
Morgan.
Fox,
Yeah,
yeah,
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan,
Well,
Michael
well,
J. Fox and his wife. You would
right,
always see them.
right.
Always see them there.
well. See, with Spike Lee, God bless him, because he's been there during the lean years. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And
Absolutely.
also, I found out that he doesn't. The Knicks offered him like VIP tickets. Nah, he comes out his own pocket for
Mm-hmm.
those tickets. Also,
Yep.
forever they've been trying to get him to go through the VIP tunnel.
Mm-mm.
Nah, he goes through the employee entrance. That's why Dolan stopped him, and that's why they had that beef for a while. And Matthew Modine, it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy because I'm looking at the parade. I'm like, who the hell
Yeah,
is?
you saw him up on the float.
Yeah, I'm like, who is? I thought it was Sam Elliott.
Hell no, I knew who it
Sam
was.
Elliott.
I
Yeah,
knew
because
who that was. He's
he
all
had.
gray now. You know.
I tell you, I thought it was Sam Elliott because he got the beard and the mustache. And I'm like,
Yeah.
who the hell is that? Then when he got off the float and was talking, I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I knew who it was because we see him all the time on the floor seats. But I got to tell you, like recently, it's not been there because they price these people out. As soon as the team starts winning, then you get priced out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the last game in New York, tickets were going for like $10,000.
No, no, no. Those were the nosebleeds. The one at center court in the middle are
Right.
going for like 200 grand.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's insane.
but I know Otto was saying that if he had a ticket, he would sell it.
I would sell it. I would get 200 grand. I'm
And
not
watch it on
crazy.
TV.
Yeah, yeah.
By myself, a wall size
Well,
television, so I feel like I'm
I
right
guess for
there.
that kind of money, you can say I was definitely there, but still,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
I watch it on my phone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the game before that, the orange dude from the White House was there, and the MF fell asleep during the damn game.
Yeah.
Yeah, how?
And
yeah,
that's
I
the one
didn't.
game they lost.
Yeah,
Talk
and
about bad
yeah,
luck.
bad
Yeah, I
luck
said they
schlep
could have
rock,
had a
man.
sweep except for him.
Yeah, yeah. I think that his bad luck, everything he touches, thank God
Yeah.
he did not
Everything.
come in the next game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was bad luck. Okay, because nothing for nothing, I'm superstitious myself. Okay,
Hmm.
because I have a Knicks button that I was under right next to my laptop, and for all those games, I didn't move it. I didn't touch it.
Hmm.
You know. So yeah, he
It's
Yeah,
bad
was
luck.
he's
It's bad
just
luck because
horrible bad luck.
also people come there to see a game You know how you go see a ball game? You're there for a couple of hours and you leave. That was a 6 or 7 hour affair, yo,
for all the
because you had
security.
to get there 2 to 3 hours ahead of time.
And to
You
think
had
he's
to,
so effing selfish that he
yeah,
would not just not go for
right,
the benefit of the people.
right,
She just said, I really want to go to the game, but when they told me how much it would entail for everyone else, I decided
yeah,
not to.
yeah.
But he has
That'd be
no
the right
grace.
thing to do.
He has no grace
That'd be the right thing to do.
whatsoever.
But
Yeah.
the thing is too. The other thing is pivoting a little bit. You know that airplane that I got from Qatar.
Uh huh.
So that's replacing the Air Force One, right? Because he
Yeah.
couldn't wait until the new airplanes were done, and so
Mhm.
they retrofitted the plane and everything. And this guy he's gonna be flying in it, I guess, with
Mhm.
reporters and everything else. But here's the thing, I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but the fact of the matter is if something happens to that plane while he's on it and it crashes, you know, he's gone. The country can't take much more.
Yeah.
And haven't we been through enough trauma?
Yeah.
Well, can't you just sit your ass on a normal Air Force One that we already got?
They just
We
ride
can't
like
we
normal human
can't
beings.
I think
No,
we as a country can't go through a whole lot of stuff
no,
right
look,
now.
look at who we're talking about, though.
Mhm.
Look who we're talking about. Right now, we have National Guard troops protecting the reflecting pool.
How ridiculous is that
How
nonsense?
much more can we go through as a country, man?
Because somebody touched the water?
Yeah, touch the bottom of the pool, man. Just leave things. Just
What does
put
it
some
got to do with
chlorine in.
anything?
Just put
What
some
does it
chlorine in
have to
there, man.
do with anything at all?
It's you
And
know
painting the bottom of the damn pool.
yeah.
And then why you gotta paint the bottom of the pool, man? Just
Because they, you know why? Because it gives somebody a fucking
Well,
federal
obviously,
contract.
you
That's why.
missed the day in physics where they explained that the reason the water looks blue is because it's reflected in the sky. And he
Yes.
didn't know that, so he had to make sure the water was going to be blue.
yeah. And so they painted it. As soon as they painted it, they put the water in it. As soon as they put the water in it, they put concentrated hydrogen peroxide on it.
I don't
And,
understand why that was
and
done.
then the paint from the bottom peeled off and started floating to the top.
I
It's
don't
And
like
who told you to
understand
do
it.
that?
you got the west wing, the east wing all tore down. He making that the White House and surrounding areas look like Atlantic City. Anybody remember what Atlantic City was? I mean, it was on a trajectory to look good, right? It was going to be the Las Vegas of the East Coast. Remember that?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then here comes
Bad luck, Schleprock. Here he comes. He walks in
Atlantic City is a dump.
and
It's a dump
still a dump.
now. It hasn't
And still.
recovered. It hasn't recovered from the '80s when this moron did its thing. It hasn't recovered.
I told people it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah,
And as the saying goes, you ain't seen nothing yet because
Oh Lord.
as time goes on, the more demented he's become. You see, he couldn't even hook a medal onto a soldier, right?
yeah,
He had the
yeah.
time. Oh,
His fingers ain't got no blood in it. He ain't got
yeah,
no blood, and you see the east wing of the White House. It looked like people say, oh man, the Bronx is burning. It's on fire. It looked like like a slum or something. White House looked like a slum, and then part
Yeah.
of it is it's like you live in the projects or something like the worst projects in the whole city, but inside your apartment you got a lot of money, so everything is gold. That's what it looks. That's the stupidity of it.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah. Yeah.
stupidity of it. It's like you got a big gaping hole on the side of the building
So
that
what are you
nobody told you to
doing?
do. Nobody told you to do in the first place, and now you can't even do anything. It's like a big gaping hole.
Well, the thing that bothers me is that when they first started knocking it down, I'm certain that somebody, some inspector, has a job where you see somebody doing something that you run out and say, "Where's your permit?" But they didn't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
anything.
You know why?
Somebody's job.
You know
Uh huh.
why? Because they wanted to keep their job.
yeah,
They said they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it anyway. Then they'll make me lose my job,
yeah,
and then somebody gonna come out protesting about this and that. I need my job. Let them go ahead and do it.
yeah.
Let somebody
I
else
don't.
stop it.
I don't care if the foundation crumbles, but I'm going to just keep my job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so horrible. That's so horrible. You know.
I don't want to be fired. I've been working here 20 years. I don't, maybe let somebody more powerful than me come out and do something, step up and do something.
Yeah, but it won't be
Y-
me today.
Yeah,
No,
because that's what they like, and that's how they got the whole country, whether it's the business sector, the educational sector, it's through intimidation.
And fear. Oh my gosh, I may not have a job next week. What am I going to
yeah,
do?
I want to keep my job. I want to ride this out. I want to ride this out. I want to keep my job.
Right?
I
Yeah,
can't, I can't blame the few brave people because there are not enough other brave people to make sure that people keep their jobs.
That's right.
yeah,
Nobody, because if people knew that they keep their jobs, they could not be intimidated that way, then people would push back.
Right,
But they don't want you to be able to push back. It was all a plan from the very beginning to
right.
erode people's confidence, in, I mean, not just the government, but also their own employers.
Well, it's the thing is like they had a plan for 2025, but apparently didn't have a plan for 2026.
Yeah,
no,
apparently. They haven't
I
figured that out
don't.
yet.
I don't think there was a plan for 2026 because with the people around him, Project 2025, it's like we're gonna do this, and if we don't, to hell with the country.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll just bring the country down with us. Because remember, you have some white Christian conservative nationalists that believe in the rapture.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And
yeah,
those people are dangerous.
yeah. You didn't you mention what is it? This Calvinist.
Yes.
yeah. Calvinists, they are. It's
Yeah,
like I'm going to heaven no matter how bad stuff I do,
yeah,
and you're going to hell no matter how much good stuff that you do.
yeah. So
Exactly.
so these are the people that are within the government, and they just don't care. They just want to get their agenda across, and if they can't, they're just gonna bring the
Yeah,
government
yeah,
down.
to blow it all up. If I
Yeah,
can't
why
have it
not?
my way, then tear it all up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's gonna be garbage anyway. So why not?
yeah. And this is why I tell people take the title superpower off. Don't put it next to the United States because we're not a superpower anymore.
No,
No.
We're not a superpower. We're a nuclear power, but we're not a superpower because these same people that talk about make America great again have it should be make America fucked up.
Yep. Yep. They
Okay.
kind of don't have much of a idea of what greatness is. Now
no,
you have people that come from the Appalachians and stuff like that, wherever, be it hillbillies, etc., or hillbilly adjacent. They have no idea what great looks like. They've never seen it.
No,
no.
no, they don't. They don't. And trust me, there have been people from Appalachia and the rural areas that see the greater good,
Yep, you're right.
you know.
Right.
But
I mean, not everybody. I'm saying not everybody. So I guess I'm
yeah,
not going to generalize and say,
yeah,
oh, people from Appalachia, but there are a lot of people in the Appalachians who are very intelligent,
yeah,
you know, very
yeah,
focused and do understand exactly what's going
yeah.
on here.
But it's this freaking 30% of this country that are just morons.
Yeah,
Okay, no matter what you do, they're gonna stick with it. I saw some red cap wearing redneck guy, and he's trying to say that everything negative about Trump is because of AI.
yeah. That don't
Okay.
make no sense. That don't even make no
So do
sense.
you even know what AI is? Do you even
No, they
know
don't
what it
make. They don't
does?
make. No,
No,
they don't know what it
You
is.
know,
They don't know. People listen. People don't even know what a nuclear weapon is. But
exactly.
they know whatever nuclear weapon is. We don't want Iran to get one. But they don't know what that is.
Yeah. And not to mention the fact that Iran is like decades away from actually getting one. If
But what
they,
is it?
or they already have it.
Do we really know what it is? I
you
mean,
know,
people think of if they think of a nuclear weapon at all, they're thinking of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. That's not a thing anymore. That's
I
that's
mean, but the reality is this. This is the stupidity to me. These people of the mind that if this person has a nuclear weapon, that they're going to deploy it. No, not everybody is as jacked up in the brain as you are. Simply because they have it does not mean that they're ever going
It's
to
only
deploy it.
it's only been deployed twice,
Right? And,
and
and people
so
and people could have them. But the reality is that they are not in the business of murdering entire civilizations. And they would
well,
never deploy it.
the person who said about murdering entire
Yeah.
civilizations apparently is on our side.
And I mean, I do believe really that the people who have the codes, the nuclear codes, that he will never have them.
I don't
Oh,
think
well,
that's.
that's already happened. That's
Hmm.
already happened.
What do you mean?
No, what it was when the helicopter, one of our helicopters went down over there in
Hmm.
you know in the Persian Gulf. Trump was carrying on and panicking because he has this fear that he's gonna, if something happens, he's gonna be compared to Carter. So he was spazzing out in the situation room. Then he turned to his Joint Chiefs of Staff, Kane, General Kane. I think he's an Air Force officer. They call him Raising Kane. But he turned to him and says, "I want the nuclear codes."
Hmm.
And General Kane was like, "Why?" He said, "I no, I want the nuclear codes. I want to send missiles over there to Iran." And Kane said, "I'm I'm just gonna pay my time." He's like, "Fuck no, no."
So he asked for it and it was denied.
Yeah,
He was, yeah.
they would give them.
He asked for the nuclear codes and he was denied. And it got so bad, him hectoring and bugging the generals in the situation room, that they actually escorted him out and basically locked the door and wouldn't let him back in.
How come this hasn't been reported in the news as
Now
But
as
but yeah, I
yeah,
heard it.
yeah, it was
That's
reported in the news.
yeah, that
I
he
didn't
was
hear
not
about
given
it.
the codes. That they
Yeah,
will not give him the nuclear codes.
they will not give him the nuclear codes.
Have to go look in the independent because the mainstream's not going to report it.
No,
I mean that should
the mainstream reported it was in the Times. That's where I
Yeah.
shouldn't
found.
that be a headline of the New York Times?
But the thing is, even though it's in the Times, the reality is a lot of people watch television for their news, and those people they're so bought off, they're not going to put it up there except to say, "Oh yeah, they had a meeting, the
Yeah,
Joint Chiefs of
They oh right,
Staff," and
they're gonna make it
that's it.
sound rational.
Right, right.
yeah, yeah. It,
They're gonna tell those lies.
Yeah,
But
I haven't I didn't even I didn't
yeah.
hear that. And the thing is to me, that is a major political upheaval
Hmm.
for a general to turn down the president
well,
for getting.
that's what I told you guys a
Hmm.
while back, that if shit really hits the fan, boy, I'm cursing a lot today.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
Flusengladen hits the fan, it's gonna be the Pentagon that's gonna step in and save our bacon.
Yeah. I said,
You know,
nah, just no. I
yeah.
know you want
And
to do this,
also,
but the answer is no.
but the thing
Well,
is to me, go ahead, Clancy.
well, I was going to say, well, one of the things that you have to remember is that as part of your oath of service, if you're given a law an order that is either illegal or just jacked up, you can
Hmm.
refuse to do it. So we do have some adults in in the room, fortunately.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing, you guys said that happened and it was reported, and it's a problem if
Hmm.
it's not reported the way that it should be.
Yeah.
It's a problem. That's a problem.
But I
That's a
think the
huge
reality
problem.
is that these things are, like you say, it comes into the mainstream media and they try again to make it seem like it's something that was reasonable or downplay it. Oh blah blah blah. They don't really report it. They halfway report it.
Right, right. You know
Letting
what?
in hope.
I was going to
You
say
know,
that's another reason why he didn't like late night comics because they were reporting what actually happened and making
Mhm.
jokes of it. And
Mhm.
and he doesn't like being laughed at. He doesn't like the fact that people report other than what he says is the facts.
Mhm.
And you know how I found that out when doing COVID when I had to I had to come home early because our business was shutting down, and he'd give the press conferences. At first, it was like press conferences given by Pence that sounded
Hmm.
kind of rational,
Yes.
and then he couldn't take it
Oh my
that
God, he
he was
couldn't
getting
take
all the
that.
attention, and so he started saying these things, but then it would be reported in the media as something different. For instance, he would say something like drink bleach or something like that, and then the media would say the president said uh, there must be alternative ways to sanitize
Right, right,
the
right. And not tell what he actually said, the
they wouldn't say that
insanity.
they wouldn't say it.
Well,
They would
my
not
favorite
tell.
thing from him was that he was giving this press conference, and I can't remember her name, but she was the Surgeon General at the time, and she was sitting to his right, and she was on the camera, and that's when he was talking about using ivermectin and
Hmm.
putting a black light in your butt.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when she did her imitation of Van Gogh's scream.
Yeah, she was sitting in there squirming, literally squirming in the chair when he was saying that, saying, "No, you can't do that. No, no."
But you know what the thing is the same thing with this plane that he's got for Qatar. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do it.
Just sit
You
still.
don't have to come to a Nick game. You don't have to do any of those things.
Just sit still.
You don't have to paint the reflecting pool, the reflecting pond from the Washington Monument. You don't have to you don't have to put your name on top of the Kennedy Center. All these things that you don't have to do.
But look who we're talking about, though. Look who
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Yeah. Just sit
You don't have to do
outside
any of those
and be
things.
still.
You
You
don't
know,
have to start a war. You don't have to start. You don't have to start a fund for people.
for
Who was quote
criminals,
unquote.
criminals, basically
You
criminals.
yeah. You don't have to have this thing that the courts allow you to have. I guess they're investigating it now. That you have unlimited what immunity
No.
from the IRS. You don't.
IRS.
Against
Hell
you,
no to
not
your
only you,
family.
not only you, but your entire family.
That's like
Your
no.
entire everybody
That
who
is a
has a name like
that is
yours
that is a
is
void
exempt
order.
for following the
Yes.
law.
That is a void order. Period. And I'm going to tell you something else they need to do. The exemption they have for Congress people for their families to not pay back their student loans, they need to get rid of that.
Or give it to us.
Yeah, either get rid of it or give it to everybody.
Well, the reason why they're not gonna do that is because there was once a time where going to Congress was in service of your country.
Absolutely, I understand.
Okay. Now going to Congress, especially with Republicans, is just a way of grifting.
Yeah, that's all. It's a giant grift.
This
And
is
the
this.
thing is, I think that these people, it's like, if you don't have any rules that allow regular individuals to have a way to have their student loans waived, then Congress should not be able to have theirs waived.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well,
Maybe.
if their waiver is for service, then other people should have waivers for service as well.
Well,
well,
maybe in the future that will be passed, but I don't see it. I don't even see Democrats voting for that.
No, they're not.
well. The idea is that because you're doing this as a public service, it's compensation for what you are sacrificing
But like
in
I
order
said,
to make.
but there are other people that are also sacrificing, you know, doing things for government, for country, for community, that they should also get a waiver.
Yep. They don't get it.
So that's the thing I'm saying, that other people should also have
Yep.
an opportunity to have their student loans waived based on their contributions to their communities, contribution to the country.
Yep.
So
They don't get it. They don't get
yeah,
anything.
that's
They don't get
ridiculous.
anything.
No,
And
they
and and the thing is, why is it that you can't you have to pay penalties and interest upon interest? Why can't you just simply pay back what you borrowed?
Oh my goodness.
Why can't you
This
pay
is
back what
something.
you
Look,
borrowed?
look who
You're
just
not
showed up. It's Nikki.
who?
Nikki.
I forgot today was Sunday, everybody, because I'm not
You
happy.
Okay.
know
All
what
right.
though?
Very good.
You know
All
what?
right.
You
She
Uh
forgot today
forgot.
was Sunday.
You
She
forgot today was
I
Sunday.
Ain't that
no,
something?
huh.
I
Ain't that
would have
is that
been better
beautiful?
off hearing you say, "Oh, oh, but shark chased me
no, no,
down the street and I
no, James.
couldn't."
Let me explain what happened. My sister came and picked me up at the hotel, and we went out to lunch, and we went riding around Tallahassee. I forgot it was Sunday.
Ain't that something? I wish I could forget what day it was.
Oh, happy Father's Day,
Yeah, but you got to
anyway.
go to work.
Thank
And
you,
that is something.
Yeah, right. Happy Father's Day, guys. All you fathers out there.
thank you.
Although
Thank
you
you.
all both
I'm not
have
a
kind of mothers.
father.
Y'all mothers.
I'm a mother.
You're
I'm a
You
mothers. That's
sure
mother.
correct.
are.
Why
Yeah.
I'm a
you?
real mother. For you forgot it's Sunday. Be quiet.
Why you, mother?
That's
You forgot
right.
it's Sunday.
Mother, father. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear from you.
Shut
Where are
your
you
mouth.
now? Are you
I'm
still in
at the hotel.
Tallahassee?
Yeah, I'm at the hotel in Tallahassee, and it is
So how's the
cloudy
weather?
here. It is
Cloudy?
cloudy and raining.
Oh, well, I'm sorry you got a cloudy, rainy day to be up there.
Oh, that's
Raining
okay.
night in Georgia.
You know what? Why y'all gotta say stuff?
I feel like it's raining all over the world.
I'm gonna say something that your sister-in-law says. You do too much, Otto. You just do
Raining
too
night
much.
in Georgia. You came at the right time. You came at the right time because we were talking about something that was disgusting.
What?
And so now we get to talk about stuff that's true, like these song lyrics that people keep messing up.
Wait a
Yeah, so we
minute.
get back on.
Time out.
We have
Before
not.
we
We
do that, time
uh
out.
huh.
James, did you see the Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary?
No. How was
You,
it?
it was good. You gotta borrow somebody's HBO Max.
So did they mention anything that you didn't know?
Yeah, they did one thing. I was in shock because his she's not his real wife, but she found out that, he had a child by some other woman, and
Right.
she confronted him about it. And he looked at her and he said, "Look, I'm a star. I could do whatever the fuck I want to do." I was like,
That that
"Okay,
was that was Maurice.
yeah." Yeah. I was that. That's about the only one they talked about. It's supposed to be the Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary. It was really the Maurice White
Maurice White,
documentary.
tell all, tell
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what though? That thing Maurice White said to his wife. No
Mm-hmm.
man has ever said that to a woman before.
Well,
Oh
she
hush.
said, he
You know,
said that.
I got a
No, I.
child. You got a child by another one. Are you
Yeah.
joking?
Mm, yeah.
But
You know.
Books and films and sentences and things have been written.
the one thing I did see Questlove talk about was that time in Philadelphia when the crowd was booing them and they
Yeah.
just sat down on the stage and
And
meditated.
I
Oh
knew about
wow.
that one already. And they play, and what you call it, to get them, everybody stopped. And then they started playing the song Power, the instrumental Power.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I read that in the book.
cause that was when Power that album Last Days of Times when it came
Oh,
out.
Love that
They
mm-hmm.
were
album.
heavy. They weren't really on the chitlin circuit. They were more on the college circuit.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were.
You know, they was trying to get the up and coming, kids, black college kids. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yep.
Because the album before that, the In the Name of Love, and the
Oh
Nigga.
yeah,
Oh, I love that song, Beauty. Beauty was the best thing that came off
yeah,
that album.
yeah, yeah. Cause
Mm-hmm.
and that and the first album, and then that's when um that's when Marie said, "Well, I got to change the
Yeah.
lineup because all
Hmm.
those other cats were
But
like,
how he did that was wrong, James.
oh
It
yeah,
was
no, oh
wrong.
yeah, yeah,
Because what happened, all of them, he said, we're gonna meet in a hotel room and we're
mm-hmm,
gonna talk. And he never came to the hotel room.
What
mm-hmm,
did he do?
He just left them there, and they just had to realize on their own. Well, I guess we are broken up now because he never came and told them anything.
yeah,
What a jerk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was see that's why you gotta never meet or read about your idols because he definitely had feet of clay.
Hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, he had feet of clay because I mean, my God, he was actually instead of them sharing in the wealth with especially Philip Bailey, he was just paying him a flat out fee.
That's
You know
terrible.
what?
That
And the
is
thing
just
about
awful.
that, he paid them just like they pay studio musicians.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah,
did. That's
How
what
yeah,
they were
awful.
really.
How
And the thing
awful.
that angered me so much, Nat and I were talking about it. My oldest sister, she watched it too. Now all of them couldn't get any money, but he was able to give the person, this woman who did their, costumes and all that. He was able to give her $1 million.
yeah.
And
What?
I'm gonna tell you,
That must be his girlfriend or something.
it was this white lady. He had a child by.
Mm-mm. Stole their
Yeah.
money.
He
Yeah,
did.
Stole their
and
money.
I mean, look what he did with the emotions, because he had them come in for
Boogie
the album,
Wonderland was supposed to be
right?
on their album, not
Their
Earth,
album,
Wind, and Fire.
And he
Yeah.
stole their song?
yeah,
Yes, he did.
yeah.
What
He
a
stole their song.
jerk.
Listen, at one point, Ralph Johnson was working in
Like
a
a Best Buy store.
yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
That is
Be-
horrible.
Yeah.
yeah.
That is
I
horrible.
mean, okay. What did they say? What did they say about Verdine taking Maurice to court?
What? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Verdine took Maurice to court because he felt he wasn't getting the royalties
Hmm.
like he should.
Well, he did the right thing,
Yeah,
cause
How terrible though to do
and,
that to your sibling, your
and,
friend.
and, and did they mention anything about Philip Bailey's deal with his first wife?
no, but they showed something about Philip Bailey in the song "Reasons," though, cause
Okay, because actually, Philip, because you do know that I forget which one of the emotions he had a child by.
the oldest
Yeesh.
sister, the oldest
Okay,
sister.
and
Man,
then
these guys, why can't they
and,
keep it together?
and then his first wife had an agreement that anytime she caught him cheating, he had to buy her a fur coat.
Okay, hey, I would have taken
Shoot,
the
that's
money
okay.
to some.
I be setting his ass up to cheat all the time.
Okay, very good. Very
I said,
good.
here's
Thank
somebody new I want you to meet.
you.
Jennifer Love.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of stuff going on. A lot of people don't remember the last days and times. The
I
album
love that
cover was,
album.
yeah, I love. Oh, I'd
Yeah,
rather be
yeah.
with you.
Where have
Oh
all the
my God,
flowers gone?
yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't remember that back then that was a very controversial album because of the cover.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
The
Jessica
naked lady,
Cleaves.
while they look, the naked lady standing up there posing. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was Jessica. That was
Jessica
Jessica
Just
Cleaves.
Cleaves.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
I didn't know that
Mm-hmm.
that was supposed to be so
Me
provocative.
either. Me
Back
either.
then it was. Yeah.
But come on, but we had who was it? The Ohio
Provocative to who?
Players. But the Ohio Players, man, those were provocative covers.
That was
Yeah.
before Ohio Players album covers, though. This
You
was
know
in
what
the
though?
early
Where did these
sessions.
people who find this stuff provocative coming from? The cornfields?
No, it
Yeah.
was
This stuff is
just.
not provocative.
It was just. It was just. You gotta look at it in the time frame. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the Ohio players doing their thing, and Jessica Cleaves on the cover.
Hmm.
I maybe it's me, but I don't remember ever seeing the Supremes naked.
And I didn't want to see them.
You know,
Ah,
so that was that, and then at the time you had John and Yoko. I think they did a naked
yeah,
I
yeah.
cover.
didn't want to see
You
that
know
Um,
what?
either.
That shocked the people in Dubuque. Because I'm sorry, I go to 42nd Street, I see grown women
yeah,
walking around basically nude.
yeah, yeah.
So what is it with these people who find stuff
It
who
was
So
find stuff
just,
objectionable.
so offensive?
it was just like you said, places like New York, Chicago, Miami, L.A., San Francisco, especially. It
Right,
was
right.
nothing.
And it's like and.
Yeah, and but to the rest of the country, these things, her being naked on the cover was just as head turning as the mini skirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, it
sick of
is.
the rest. I'm sick of
But
the
if
rest of the
you,
country. They get on my
but
nerve.
the thing is, if you saw the album cover, you would see her, and you're just like, okay,
It's just a drawing. It's just
that's
a
a, okay.
drawing.
And
I mean, it's not like
it was,
she's naked sitting there nude. It's a drawing.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, to me, the album cover was it was very spiritual, if you ask
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
hmm
It was very spiritual.
especially when she sang that song, "I'd Rather Have You." Oh no,
Oh yeah.
oh
Oh
gosh,
my God. That
that was the song. I'm
that's
sorry.
the killer for me. I
Mm-hmm.
oh boy. Every time I get infatuated with a woman, oh,
That's your,
Are you
your
yeah,
song.
serious?
I'll
That's the
skip.
song.
Oh my goodness. But
That's why we can't have nothing nice, man. Everybody, I'm all shocked.
and
I'm
then
shocked.
and then when you look at it was a backstory between that and Head to the Sky, because right
hmm
after they did Head to the
Hmm.
Sky, they went
What
to
that piece, "The Head to the Sky," is one of
yeah.
my favorites. Absolutely.
And when
And
she hit that note at the end, when he hits that
Yes,
note at the end,
yes.
but here's the thing. They were supposed to do a concert and all the members are there
she didn't
and
show up.
she didn't show up.
Where was she?
She
she
went
was
and got
getting
married.
she was getting
Oh, well, that'll
married.
do it. That'll
I
do
think,
it.
but no, I think personally, yeah, she got married. But the worst thing to me, this is just to me, she could have ever done was join Parliament Funkadelic because they did not use her voice like they were in Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
I was
But think of it this way: if you are with Parliament and Funkadelic and they're paying you regular and
They
you're making
weren't.
money,
They
they
oh
weren't
did not pay
paying
there
them.
either.
there was
So
Mm-mm.
neither of
probably
them paid.
When they
listen, George had his ways too now.
Now, when the
Mm-mm-mm.
group broke up, when Parliament Funkadelic broke up, they didn't have any money to give them. All he gave them was a $10.85 check and a bus ticket home.
I'll
Everybody.
take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Cause I mean it was crazy because
Wow.
with them, right? It's like
Yeah.
I'm buying Earth, Wind and Fire and Parliament Funkadelic. I'm buying their albums all the time in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So I get one Funkadelic album, and I don't see none of the original Parliaments.
And he
Or
said,
you
"What
know,
happened?"
yeah, George got rid of all of them.
mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and they ran to San Francisco and started their version of Funkadelic, and the next thing George got a lawyer and put a cease and desist order that they
Mm.
couldn't use the Funkadelic name. You know,
Wow. How awful.
yeah,
He
you
said, "Well,
know,
how
Mm-hmm.
am I supposed to make money off of the work that I've done thus far?
You're not going to.
you're
That's
not. Yeah,
terrible."
yeah. I mean, for a while they was out in the wilderness, and two of them came back decades later with him. And so, yeah, Maurice and George, they had their, and also, um, was the Satch from Ohio Players?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was doing his dirty mint because one of them one day wanted to look at their bank account,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't shit in there.
He
What?
was
So where's
spending
our
it on his.
money?
He was spending it on all the women he had in the street. I remember.
Yeah,
So where's our money?
yeah. And the next thing you know, his wife is at home. The phone rings. She picks it
Mm-hmm.
up. Hello. You better tell Satch he better get our money.
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
Yep. Or else.
Yeah, so it's crazy what was going on behind the scenes.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
It was really
Yeah,
crazy.
but we were in shock that Maurice White was like that. I think about all this music, this positive flower child
I wasn't
music.
shocked at all.
Huh?
I wasn't shocked at all.
You're right. You sure
He
you
looked like the kind of person to do that.
Oh, you well
You?
you missed the sauerkraut and thumbtack
Nah, nah. He just.
breakfast.
Why would you be surprised if somebody looked like that would do all that nonsense?
No, you.
you know
It's
you're
like
wrong, Otto.
yes, he is. No, you just listen. You just brought into the cult of personality, because back then Maurice was somebody that he was positive.
Yeah.
He
Man,
was
that shit sounds so phony to me.
look,
Listen, man. The thing is
No,
this.
no,
And like
Otto.
he look like the kind of guy that your first suspect in a drive-by shooting.
God. No, Otto,
Is that
look
you
at
sir? Who did this
please.
drive-by shooting? Maurice Wright. Okay, let's go get that.
Otto,
Let's,
no,
let's,
no.
let's go pick
Think
him
about
up.
it.
Let's go pick his ass up. He did it.
No, think about the
no,
song All About Love when he does the rap in between,
You
Trying
know
But
to
what does
what?
that
hug.
have to do with him being a person that
That's
you would consider a
right.
person of interest?
That's
You would
what.
still think he was a person of
Yeah,
interest
look at him.
because I mean, you look at a guy like that, and once he gets a little bit of power, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no,
he probably
Yeah, look at that
lose it.
dude.
no. Well, see, again, he had the. We weren't looking at what was going. We didn't know
Yeah,
about
we
what was
didn't
Y'all were
going on
fooled.
behind.
Y'all were bamboozled.
No.
Yes, I
No,
was. That
no,
dude looked like a criminal, man.
no.
They
Now,
said
if you
somebody
listen,
took my money. Somebody took my money off
listen.
my dresser. Who
Now,
was it? Maurice.
if you, if
Maurice
you were,
did.
if
Mhm.
you were talking about like George Clinton, yeah, I had issues with. I was like, there's something a little sinister going
No, but I
on.
look at Maurice White as a person that, I mean, look at him. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
the guy who's going to inspire a bunch of women to be running his way, except for the fact that he was a musician and a very good one, very successful one. And so once he gets, a little taste of that, are you kidding? He probably act like a maniac,
Yeah.
a complete total
No.
maniac.
Yeah, well, again,
Uh-uh.
we didn't know.
That's
We didn't
right.
know what was going
Going
on.
on, yeah, and it's
I
I
mean,
was
good.
now
listening to
if you look at Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, right,
Oh yeah, I like
Right?
them
and
too.
you look at Harold Melvin, you kind of like, yo, what is going
Okay.
on
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
He
him
was
and shit?
he was a thief. Okay. He
You
stole
know,
people's money. It was so bad he had
But
people's money under his bed mattress.
yeah, Teddy Pendergrass said, "Where's our
Yeah, but
money?"
Maurice White was a little bit too positive. Like, what you
Yeah.
hiding, man?
See, that's
What
the
you?
problem, Otto. You maybe you should have listened to that song all about love
I
and
did
learn
listen to him.
But
I
you
still
know
ain't trust
what?
him.
and
Again,
you didn't learn anything.
But I learned to keep my damn money locked up and away
No,
from that dude. Cause that dude is
no.
a criminal.
yeah.
well, let's pit Otto to the side for a second. In
Yeah,
fact,
please.
I think right about now you
You
need a,
know,
a timeout.
but I would ask you all a question because you're all both real big fans of Earth, Wind,
Mm-hmm.
and Fire, and we were
Mm-hmm.
supposed to have a topic in like 12 minutes of finishing our show without actually hitting the
Oh,
topic.
oh, I'm
But
sorry.
okay, but let's say both being avid fans of Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Mm-hmm.
what song with lyrics did you think you heard, but when you finally saw them on the what you call the cover,
Like
the
everybody says,
liner, what did you think?
Penelope, everybody says the song Reasons.
So
Now the
what
word
words?
no,
Okay,
the words, it's just the whole thing that the words of the song. You never really listened to them. You never did. I
but
mean,
did
this
you?
is off the subject. This is sort of, but I don't know. But when you looked at the words and you see what the song was about, it's like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know this, but it still has a pretty, it still has a pretty melody.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
No,
But
It
how about the
did.
words in it? Did any of the words and lyrics in any of their songs that when you're listening to it, you hear it on the radio, which is when we normally would hear something on the radio, and when you finally got the album and you looked at the cover and the liner, you said, "Wait, that's what they were saying?"
okay. I would
No,
say
I can't.
no.
No, no, no.
I would say the Spirit album
Mm-hmm.
and all in all, it's not just that you're singing the lyrics wrong, but if you
No,
go back and you get the
you,
liner notes,
yep, because I told you about what you call it, the song. What's that song you like, Penelope? Love's
Love's
Holiday.
Holiday, yeah, yeah,
I told you we're like love has found its way in my heart tonight, but
yeah, yeah.
the thing
That's
is
what it sounds like he's saying,
love has a holiday in my heart tonight.
and that
yeah,
is not what he's saying though on the
Nope.
that's
album.
no that in fact from what I remember with the Spirit album, there were like extra lyrics in a lot of the songs. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yep.
what? This is not what's going on, and see, that's very bad for a person like me because I will make up lyrics to a song
The-
in a minute. Like I tell you with Starfish and Coffee, what is it? Maple syrup and jam. Okay,
oh,
it's the last part I used to say. I would sing "Make the Sun Man Jam."
This that don't make no sense. That don't even make no sense.
It made sense to me though.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
but he was like his third eye was open, when
Yeah,
he was saying that, right?
Yeah.
you need to close
It's
that
not
eye.
it's not a problem for me. It's a problem for you.
Ain't no problem
like
for me because you messing up. Let you be messing up lyrics. The same
like
thing
I,
with Nikki.
like
Nikki's
I
a
said,
queen.
I'm talking about,
Nikki's a queen. The
like I
queen
said,
of messing up
on the
lyrics.
I on the I Am album, like I said before, that song "Let Your Feelings Show."
Right.
I'm singing
Mhm.
three verses because that's what they're. I'm
Mhm.
looking at the jacket. There's a whole nother fourth verse on the
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Um,
So having said that, Nikki, what do you think it was? Because what do you think was the reason for that? Because I have a reason
now,
explanation.
now that I saw that documentary, the reason is he didn't want to spend any money trying to fix it. He said, "I got to use this money for my girlfriend. Shoot, I ain't got
So I
time to
can't. Gotta
play.
have time. I don't have any time to put in more studio time
I
to
ain't got
record
time to
another
play
verse.
with
That's
y'all."
enough.
Well, I think from what I understand is Maurice had read a book on philosophy, and gosh, I
Mm-hmm.
got to get the name of it, but it was a book on philosophy where the philosophy is if you're doing a project, no matter if it's even if it's imperfect or not perfect,
Mhm.
Throw it on out there.
throw it on out there. And I think what it
That's what.
was those three albums. They were scrambling around trying to get the right what
Mhm.
lyrics that would fit.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time it was, you know, for the albums to be pressed, they was just like, screw it.
But James, there
Wow.
was a sad part to me. It was that I mean, how he did the band members at the end before he threw everybody out again. But
Hmm.
um, if you look at the first albums, the first ones,
Right.
the
Warner
first like
Brothers.
four, no, Warner Brothers and Columbia.
Hmm.
If you looked at them and you looked at all the people, it was the group who's writing the songs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They all had, but um, which one was it? I think it was that I Am album. It started. He
Right.
started bringing people in like David Foster and all that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then what they said was he brought David Foster in. And when he brought David Foster in and all these other people, he stopped the group from writing. And when
Yeah.
they stopped writing, they stopped getting paid,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And Philip Bailey was saying that what he would do is he'd have the group come in and we're going to lay this song down and you all are going to do what you have to do. Okay, we're finished. You all can go home. And then he'd bring David Foster and all these other white people in, and they would be the songwriters. And Philip Bailey was saying that they were looking at each other and saying that we should be doing that. That's what we used to do.
Yeah. And that he was bringing in people from remember the group Toto.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was bringing them in. One time
Now the
I.
group Toto, there's a what you call about Toto.
Mm,
The guys from Toto said that they used to like the song Fantasy
hmm.
and they loved the song. So the song The Rains in Africa,
Mhm.
Hmm.
that's they were thinking of Fantasy as they made that song.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
The homage. Yeah.
Yeah.
in fact I saw them at Jones Beach. All
Mhm.
of a sudden they brought out David Foster,
Mhm.
and I'm like, well, who the hell is? I know he has something to do with from the I Am album, but like, what
Mhm.
the fuck is he doing here? And Philip had him
Mhm.
saying after the love is gone. Oh my
Mhm.
God! I was like, oh no.
Yeah, he did
No,
after
no.
the love is gone.
Yeah, but if he wrote it, fine. But if not, don't no, dude, don't sing it.
I
It
don't
don't. It
sing
don't.
it.
Just
Yeah.
don't. It don't.
And mind you, here's another thing. Here's another group that got messed up. he was doing work with Chicago.
Mm.
Chicago went through
They
their
sure did. Woof.
yeah, okay, where
After
Peter
Terry, what's his name?
y-
Terry, what's him died, and then Peter Cetera,
yeah,
the lead
Peter
singer.
Peter Cetera took over and
Hmm.
he treated the rest of Chicago like trash.
Now,
Like trash.
mm, mm,
So
yeah.
Maurice White was stealing money, and they called him and said, "Hey, Maurice, are you stealing money from us?" And nobody said,
What?
"I am." That's how he got the name of that song.
Yeah,
Album, there's an
okay.
album.
Oh,
I
okay.
am.
And so when they
It's
said
so
why, he
silly.
said, "Well, all in all,
There you
That's
go.
right.
uh,
They said,
uh,
"What? You gonna give us any of that money back?" That's a fantasy, man.
yeah.
Fantasy.
Why? Because I'm a shining star."
That's
And when
right.
people
Hey.
got wait, and when people got mad, he's like, "Come on, y'all need to have more spirit."
Ah, there we go.
And then then they said, "You know what? You're evil."
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. They're telling you the whole story in the lyrics and in the
That's
song
right.
titles. We just
And
didn't
what you didn't,
understand.
and
When
if
can
you
I
don't,
expect my money back? We got September.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good. There you go.
Yeah.
and if y'all
So
don't believe in all this stuff, what you need to do is just go outside and pick a 4-leaf clover.
Oh,
Oh, I love that song, Clover. Though I don't, I love that song. Don't
yeah.
you,
You say why? So you get
James?
paid. You wish.
well, let me tell you, that album, the Head to the Sky album,
Yes.
you really, really have to be, and I'm one of them. You really have to be a Earth, Wind and Fire fanatic, okay?
Mm.
Because that album,
Hmm.
oh my God, actually, my favorite on is the World's Masquerade.
Masquerade. Oh
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that is a very very good
And I
yeah,
one.
like the instrumental Zanzibar.
Hmm.
yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know
Hmm.
the that whole album,
It
because
was
see,
good.
it's a time when you go to Earth, Wind and Fire concert, right?
Which I never
Hmm.
did. That's a story
What?
within itself.
She's
That's a
too
story.
young to go to the fire concerts.
Yeah, I was.
Oh my goodness! Listen,
They was.
my
I
my
was in middle
first.
school.
Oh my goodness! I listen. I bribed one of my friends, oldest friends, to drive me out to Nassau Coliseum.
Mhm.
That was my first one in '76. You
Yeah, but
know.
Okay,
76. What grade were you in,
in
Nikki? Third grade or
1976,
fourth grade or something?
1976, I was 9 years old.
Yeah, she's in third
Oh,
grade or something.
No,
oh,
but my friend, a friend of mine, when we lived in the apartments, Penelope, my
Hmm.
friend Lisa, she was the youngest one, and her sisters were older than that. They took her to see Earth, Wind, and Fire when they went.
Yeah, that's kind of them, but that's not
No, my
exactly the
parents,
atmosphere
it
that I would
wasn't.
take my younger siblings to.
No, I was like,
I mean,
but
even if it was no, you don't expect to be violent or anything like that, but I could imagine the contact high you would get from going to an Earth, Wind, and Fire concert.
yeah,
oh
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. I
Yeah, that's
mean,
true.
I
That's
remember.
why you go see the latest incarnation of the band now. They do things like six what is it, Wild Adventure in Valdosta.
Yeah,
Those
well,
You,
two
they right now.
now they're
Okay,
family friendly.
Hmm.
yeah, because right now it's Ralph Johnson, Philip Bailey,
and
and
Verdine
Verdine.
White.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
Verdine, to tell you the truth, is just really holding on.
Yeah, he
Really?
looks like it too.
Yeah, because that concert they had on CBS earlier this year.
He
Mm.
just got out the hospital, or he was getting ready to go in. I remember because
Yeah,
he put a note online saying that this is my first time in 50 some years ever missing concerts because I'm going to be in the hospital.
That's
yeah.
so sad.
And they had to lead him around on stage. He wasn't playing bass. They had another
Wow,
person laying
wow.
bass.
You know,
That's
I think I
weird.
Um,
remember that. I think I remember that.
yeah, and for decades he was the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, man, he really was. I mean, you see him like in those. Whenever you see him on television, they have it, of a concert. So the online usually, not online, but on cable, to
Yeah,
Yes.
see those things. And yeah, he would be like, really just, a lot of
bouncing
energy.
around.
Just, yeah.
A lot
That,
of energy.
yeah.
He was the one that they went to when it came to doing the main stunts,
Yep, the magic shows and
the
all that.
magic show. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
I
He said
mean, with
the funny thing
power, they used to have him flying up in the air.
the thing is, it
Wow.
was so funny they were doing an interview with him. He's like talking about all that stuff. He said, back in the day, I didn't think about how dangerous that stuff was. I just did it. He said, if you
Yeah.
asked me today, I'd have to rethink all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because, when you're young, you think you can, survive anything. And
yeah,
then after you do it for a while, it becomes second nature. And then, you get older, you start thinking, what in the world was I doing with my body?
yeah.
Exactly.
He
That's
was the go-to person. He
that's
did
probably
all
why
of
he's
the
still hanging on now.
yeah.
Hmm.
I the first concert I saw them in, they were playing. I guess it was maybe New World Symphony, and it was him
Oh, I
and
love New World Symphony.
Hmm.
all of a sudden a voodoo witch doctor came out with a bass, and they had a and the witch doctor had a mask on, and so they're playing and playing. All of a sudden, the both of them are rising up in the air on a
Now I would have
platform.
thought. Now to be honest, James, I
Mm.
would have gone to that concert and saw that. I would still be talking about that mess today,
Well,
like it was
you
yesterday.
you see me, and they rose up in the air, and all of a sudden the platform he was on, it blew up, and he
Whoa.
disappeared.
Now that would have been cool to me.
And then the one with the witch doctor slowly came down. He's playing, and then he stops and he takes off the mask and it's Verdine.
Ha!
See, Penelope, you took me to a concert like that. If it was 3 nights in a row, you'd have to take me all three
What?
nights. Okay,
It's
you
a
would
three
have
night
to.
in a row concert?
I'm saying if it was, you would have to take me all 3 nights. I don't know where we would get the money from, but you figure it out. You get it for us. But we going all 3 nights. And
Yeah,
I
it
want
was.
front row seats all 3 nights too, Penelope.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, Maurice, yeah, he had his issues,
Yeah,
and not to Maurice explain,
Hmm.
but I think some of it goes back
his
to
childhood.
his childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because whenever you just trying to make some change, delivering newspapers,
Hmm.
and the
Yes.
cops beat you down
Beat you
to the
up real
What?
bad.
You gotta be
Yeah,
kidding.
they
For
beat
what?
him because he was black in a white neighborhood. They beat him so bad. In the book, he said, they beat me so bad that he said he was so scared he urinated on himself.
yeah.
Can you imagine? Yeah,
He
people
was a
with
kid.
weapons.
He
Yeah,
was a
people with
kid.
weapons doing this to you, and they know good and full well that nothing you were doing that's wrong or
There's
bad, just trying
nothing.
to sell newspapers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's all he was trying to do. So
Yep.
I think it was that, and I also think the time he spent at chess, gave him the insides on behind the scenes, and also
Hmm.
to finagle people. I hate to say it.
And you know what? If you're talking about that too, James, the
Hmm.
time that he spent with Clive Davis.
Mm.
That's another thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And
because
I've dealt with people like that teach you not to have respect for people's autonomy and the privacy they have in their own bodies.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You
because I
start to
mean,
grow up believing that is normal to not have any type of boundaries with regard to the privacy people have in their own bodies.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know Clive Davis. He was the number one feeder Clay.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did a lot of. Listen,
He's just filthy. That's all.
I was I was
The devil.
Mm-hmm.
right
He's
there.
just filthy.
Columbia Records.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing their thing and whatnot. In fact, it was cool because when Maurice went and started his own subsidiary within Columbia,
ARC.
ARC, I guess he had enough pull at that time because see, ARC was the old actual name of Columbia, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I guess he learned some skullduggery from Clive.
That's a
No,
shame.
this story that they told when I was reading the book, because I had the book online, and they said they needed somebody to manage them, and they said Jim Brown is looking for somebody, a group to manage. So
My
Maurice
question is
White
this:
said,
like, how in the world somebody like Jim Brown decided he's going to manage somebody's
I
group?
don't know.
Like he has,
Jessica,
huh?
Jessica,
I know, but I'm just saying that. Why does he think he has the ability, to manage anyone? You
Jessica,
know?
Well, see, Jessica was not with them at the time. What happened was it was Maurice Verdine and I think Philip Bailey. They all went on over there, knocked on the door to talk to Jim Brown. They said Jim Brown opened the door and he was buck naked. And I was like, okay, because I know me, I would have turned around and just gone home and said, I'll find somebody else. But
yeah, he was dating her at the time.
no, but after that, Verdine White was telling the story. He said
Hmm.
after that, after he saw that, he said, that's when I saw that. That's when I knew I had to pack my stuff up and move to California. I was like,
Oh yeah,
no, don't tell
and
Yeah.
nobody else that story. Don't
and
tell.
another thing, another incentive was Verdine said one time they was at some hotel and they was poolside, and who should he see on relaxing by the pool was Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin.
Hmm.
Okay, you know what? Okay, never mind.
So, yeah, okay, you see those people and they doing their thing. So some of those people they're so damaged, and off, off the mark, off the path, that you just
Hmm.
see them from a distance and just keep going because you don't want
I
any of
sure
that
would. Mm-mm.
issues that they're having to be rubbed off on you.
Because Maurice White told them already in the group, I want no pot smoking or nothing. I want no problems. So they didn't smoke pot or anything. Or
Sure they didn't.
if they did, they
Or
sure
maybe
didn't
not
show
when they,
him.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
sure they
not when
didn't.
they, well, maybe not when
Right.
they were, working. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I agree with that. Sometimes some people cannot work when they're high. Some
No.
people can, but some people can't. And he said, "Look, we got to get to work, and you're not on."
No
And it's
having no having children by multiple women. That I will not
Okay.
abide by. No stealing from your own team, your own bandmates. None of that.
Yeah, what's that? What is the Animal
I
Farm, right?
refuse to
Yeah, our higher aspirations
no, I
peel away
refuse.
one by
but
one.
they
Yeah.
said that they were good though. I mean, they well, they said they were good. For the still they said Flower Child, the music they played, and people
Mhm.
actually liked it until they did a concert somewhere in D.C. in Washington D.C.
Mhm.
They were done, and people clapped for them. They were nice. They got a nice clap. They said they knew they were in trouble because after that, Parliament Funkadelic came on,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that story. Yeah,
and they turned it out. Parliament,
yeah,
and they said that they were on the bus going back to where they were going, and Maurice was like, "That will never happen with us again."
yeah. Because when I heard that on a show about bass players, Verdine was doing his Maurice impression. He said Maurice only had this thing with his hands and his nose where he goes like that,
Mm-hmm.
but not. And he said, yeah, he said that will never happen again.
Mm-mm. So when they went back to California, they were in the studio all the time practicing.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And listen, they were one of the tightest groups out there. I
Yep.
mean, they were tight, you
During
know.
their day, they were, but close to the end, that last album, Electric Universe, which was garbage. Um, they were doing the what you call it? They were making it, and
Mhm.
at the end, Maurice White was talking to Larry Dunn, and he asked Larry Dunn, "Well, we're done. How does it sound? How does it sound? What do you think? How does it sound?" And Larry Dunn was like, "This is a nice. It sounds good, but it's not Earth, Wind, and Fire."
And it wasn't.
How
And
It,
after
sad.
he left, after that album,
yeah.
he said he just left. And then Maurice White came and told everybody, I'm putting Earth, Wind, and Fire on the back burner now. All
But
these
the thing,
people
but
just
I mean,
bought them.
the fact that he says that, like you say, like that, I'm putting Earth, Wind, and
Mm-hmm.
Fire on the back burner. It's like it's just a thing that he owned, you know,
Exactly.
and
Oh,
that he
he
had the
did.
right to do that to the rest
Nadine,
of them,
that
you
I
know.
mean, Penelope, that is just why who is it? Al McKay left the group because he had all these great ideas on what should happen, what Earth, Wind and Fire, where it should go, the
Hmm.
trajectory and all this music. And he said, Nope, I'm not doing that because I don't want to do it. So
Yeah,
Penelope, he packed his stuff up and left, Al
yeah.
McKay.
Because if you go to the first documentary they did called Shining Stars,
I
Mhm.
always wanted to see that. Was it good?
yeah, it was good. It was good. In fact, you can see when things were falling apart because somebody had was taking home movies and
Mm,
they show
mm,
while Al McKay was talking about how he left the group, they
yeah.
showed the home movie of them at some restaurant or resort or something, and you could see Al McKay is pissed, and
Yep.
Mm.
he just jumps up and walks away from the table, and that and I mean I loved I Am as an album,
Mm-hmm.
but when I got it, I'm looking at the people playing on the album. I'm like, this is not.
Well, I'm gonna.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the start of when they started letting David Foster and Allie Willis and all them come
Yeah,
in because that big hit September. I was so angry that September was a big hit because none of
Because
the
it was
group.
so sanitized. Also,
Yes.
it was not what you expected of Earth, Wind and Fire. It was more pop than it was R&B, and I mean, except for the Phoenix Horn section, it really was kind of more like a little, you know,
well,
It,
yeah,
pop
yeah,
tune.
and you see, you go to a Earth, Wind and Fire concert these days, and you could tell when you see the crowd coming in, you could tell who came in on what album.
Huh?
yeah.
Okay, the older black folk you could tell came from the Evil,
Mm-hmm.
Mighty
Hmm.
Mighty, Shining Star days.
Yeah.
Then you see the white folks coming in, and you could tell they came
September.
September and I
Hmm.
Am.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Boogie
and
Wonderland.
Boogie Wonderland. That's when.
Yeah. That too. Very pop, not the kind of ethereal R&B that you associate with Earth, Wind and
Yeah,
Fire.
I mean, you get the Faces album.
They
You
said
get
that
the
Faces, Philip Bailey was like, Faces was the last good album. He said after that, no.
well. It's in retrospect, I've warmed up to it,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
that to me is when they got lost. The
Yep.
Faces album sounds like they were trying a couple songs they sound like the Doobie Brothers.
Hmm.
Hmm.
A couple of songs it sound like part two to songs they came out before. You
Mm.
It's
know,
like they were trying, but they just
yeah,
could not. They could not hit that mark
They're
like they
trying to.
used to be able to do.
yeah,
Was that they're trying so hard not to be who they were.
Yeah.
They just lose that they completely lost identity, their musical
yeah,
And
identity.
and when they got by the time they got to the what you call it album, Electric Universe, they lost everything because um they just did because they Maurice White fired the Phoenix Horn section. That's
Mhm.
why you didn't hear them on that album,
Mhm.
because Maurice White fired him because he said he wanted to try something new. He wanted to go the synthesizer way. So Phoenix
yeah,
Horn
You know
section
what
said
that is?
okay.
That what that's called? That's greed. That's all that is. It's freaking
So
greed.
Phoenix Horn section got their stuff, and Phil Collins said, "You can come play for me." So they went to Phil Collins because Maurice White said, "I'm firing y'all."
yeah,
Not terrible.
and Phil ended up screwing them. You know,
Mm-mm-mm.
Phil ended up screwing them because
How?
he didn't want to pay them the money that they should have gotten.
You know?
Okay, and they took him to
Mm-mm-mm.
court and they said, "Well, listen, a lot of his songs, if it wasn't for us playing on his album,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
but the
They
judge
would not have been
exactly,
popular.
yeah, but the judge ruled in his favor. Um, the Power Light album that was mainly done by a computer they call Fairlight.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay,
Mm-mm-mm.
Power Light was okay. Penelope and James and everybody. I'm glad you said that. I am an Earth, Wind, and Fire fan. I mean, Penelope and Otto will tell you, but Penelope just had her baby in Philadelphia. I moved to Philadelphia in 1987, and
Hmm.
we decided to go to the record store because she wanted to buy some empty tapes, and I wanted to buy the Powerlight tape. I know it was way after it was out, but I wanted to get it. So I don't know if you remember this,
Oh,
Penelope.
I remember it. I
We
remember it.
were we went and I got the tape and I'm walking around the store with the tape. I'm glad I got this Powerlight tape. Nadine wanted to get a few things. She got the Jean Luc Ponty tape and all that. We were
Oh,
going to we went to check out. Nadine, I mean Penelope checked out first, and then it was my turn to check out. And I looked to the right side of me, James, and it was LL Cool J's tape on that, you know? And
okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Penelope
And
was
I
not going,
understand.
and
Understand. We got dragged there to buy. Okay, in case I had some things to get, but we
what the
went
deal,
there to buy what?
Power Light.
That's right. That's what we went there for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Well, what happened? I saw the LL Cool J tape that I hadn't. I knew Penelope was not going to let me walk out of that store with two tapes. It's either one or the other. I knew it. So before she even said anything, the guy was getting ready to cash me out. He had the tape, and he was getting ready to, I'm like, can you put that back and give me LL Cool J, please? I was young.
oh,
Look, look, I
Yeah,
was
she sure,
19.
man.
I was
She put that
19.
stuff right back. I said, "Who is this?"
well,
I was.
I didn't even know who LL Cool J was. I said, "Who is this?"
if it
He
makes you
was.
feel any better, Maurice White and they did not want to release that album.
They shouldn't have.
They
That
did not. They did. It's Columbia forced them to release that album.
Power
Why?
Light and Electric Universe. They
Why?
Yeah,
should have scrapped all both of those. Cause
they
Penelope, they were bad.
But why
yeah
did they force them to do it?
Because,
Because
because
you owe us one.
huh?
Why?
Because you owe us one.
Oh,
yeah
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
that is
Okay.
it.
yeah
Mm.
yeah
That is
But
they
didn't
were
they worry that the quality was not going to be there, and
and the
they
some
didn't?
some
quality. What
some
was it?
some record companies don't care.
It
Some
was.
and also some record companies are like, okay, we want to get rid of this group anyway, so
Yes,
we're
that
gonna
during that
Mm.
time they were trying to get rid of
Mm-hmm.
them. That's about the time they were trying to get rid of them.
yeah yeah because years later they ended up back for one album with Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. I
Mm.
got that one too, and it was trash.
Yeah.
How awful! Though, I mean, especially for a group who apparently is having issues with trying to get their sound right when they know that it's not right, and then you try to push them to market anyway. I mean, I remember what's his name, Seal, said that he
Mm-hmm.
had done his
Right.
album. He had moved from London to LA, and he put together his album, and he was sitting in the studio with people and was asking, "What do you all think?"
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling, "Oh, it's great. It was just really
Mm-mm.
wonderful." Blah
Mm-mm.
blah. And, he said, "I gotta take my ass back to London because these people would tell you anything." He said, "I
Yeah.
know it's not good." And you're sitting looking me in my face telling me that it's so
Yeah.
wonderful when I know it's not good. I can hear it. He said, I gotta take myself back to London where
That's
people
like
will be
Larry Dunn
honest.
with that Power Light album. He was like, no.
Yeah. They
See,
they
I
they
can
did
tell this
not
is
want
not
to.
good.
Yeah. They didn't want to release it.
They
I
shouldn't
think
have.
I think it was conflict between the other
Mm,
members of Maurice in the
Mm-mm.
direction, and
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers was like, "No, you guys owe us
mm-hmm.
2 albums,
Yep.
so we
So
don't
whatever you got,
care."
that's what we're putting up.
Yeah, I
It was
mean,
bad. It
I
was
mean,
bad. It was bad.
with Devo, right? Devo was in such a fight with Warner Brothers all that time they was there, where Warner Brothers was like,
Wow.
listen, just just give just give us the last albums and get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
Just
tell you
yeah.
the funny thing. When I was at
S-
home, um, Sonya, you're talking about those knockoff groups. It was so funny.
mhm.
I was look, I was looking in the paper online, and they're like, Penelope, you remember this
Oh my
post?
gosh. We
They're
had
like,
this
Earth, Wind, and Fire coming to the Danga highlight. It
Fronton. Yeah.
front, and I'm like, well, it's a small venue. It's very small, but I guess if Earth, Wind, and Fire is going to be there, I guess it's a good thing, you know. But they're going to be making not a lot of money. But if you looked in small letters on the bottom, it's one of those Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute bands. See, I'm not gonna laugh because see, I would have been mad. I went and spent my money. I've got a front row seat, and I'm thinking I'm gonna see Philip Bailey and Verdine White, and I'm like, I'll be like, who are these people? I'm
There's a group out now called Devotion. Okay, and they're a tribute band, but then
are
they,
they are they the ones that got sued?
you know what? I think they might have been because at one point, even Al McKay had his version
Now
of
I would have
the,
seen his.
you know, but
Mm,
no, Philip and Ralph and Verdine, they called the lawyers, and the lawyers put out a cease and desist. You know,
mhm.
you have to, even if it's small print, you gotta let the people know that y'all ain't the Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's Earth,
That
Wind,
you
and
are
Fire.
homage band or tribute band. You
Yeah,
are not the band.
yeah,
Well,
Trying
you
to
know,
this
trick
this
people.
But this is the strange thing is every once in a while they used to have these shows, and they'd have all of these groups from the '60s and '70s come out,
Uh
and people
huh.
would buy the tickets, and then they'll be in this. My coworker, so we went there and we got the tickets, and she was so disappointed because all these people came out and they're leading them out on the stage, and they're sitting them up on these stools, and they're not moving around. And what has happened is that you see the videos and they still look the same, but like
Mhm.
20, 30 years have gone by and they're the
Mhm.
same age that you are now. And you realize that, it's not this. And there are some of these people, I think there's one group, Spiral Gyra, which was
Uh
kind of
huh.
like early
yeah,
jazz fusion.
yeah,
And
Mhm.
they have been around for so long that some of the people that come out on the stage are like their grandchildren are
Get
coming
out of here.
playing with them. So time, time is still moving,
Yeah.
Yes,
There's
that
one
is.
band that all the original members have died or retired, but there's a new group batch of musicians under the same name and
Mhm.
selling themselves as the official one because they licensed the name from the original guys.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, you can
yeah,
do
So
that.
they're the band. They're the band now, and they're still charging the same rates that the
Mhm.
original guys were charging.
yeah.
Well,
Right now,
imagine.
you have
Go on.
Jefferson Starship. None of Jefferson
Right.
Starship, and for that matter, none of Jefferson Airplane has anything to do with this version of Jefferson Starship.
Wow. Wow. But
But
that's I
that's what
mean
was
that's how it
causing the
is.
problems with the Freedom, what 250 or whatever campaign, because the Millie Vanilli and some woman said, "No, I'll be playing," and they're, "Who are you?"
Who the
And
fucking
because she had
go?
licensed the name Millie Vanilli, so she officially was Millie Vanilli.
You got to be kidding.
No, she's not.
You've got
No,
to be kidding.
no,
Because I heard, I was like, "But one of them's dead. How the
Yeah,
hell
that's what I
is
said
Millie
Tuesday.
Vanilli's going to be?" And they didn't perform when they were together back in
Yeah, they
the
didn't
day.
perform live.
It's
Yeah.
because she had licensed the name Millie Vanilli from the guy that created them.
Uh
So
huh.
officially, she was Millie Vanilli.
Performing under
oh
the
my
name Milli
god.
Vanilli. I did
Oh,
not know that. That is
And
even more
that's
crazy
yeah.
than I
who
thought.
Trump had licensed for his concert.
Wow. That is gonna be, I'm sorry, that's defrauding people. Because there's nobody that's showing up at that place, even if they wanted to see Millie Vanilli, is gonna think that it's some woman called Millie Vanilli. That's insane.
Oh,
well, it's
yeah.
like this scene in Avenue 5 where this guy is saying that one of his proudest possessions was that he had collected the skulls of all four Beatles. And as he was walking
Okay.
away, somebody turned around to him and says, "Didn't they cremate John Lennon?" And she just shook her head, "No, don't tell me."
Oh no.
Yeah, also, were some still alive at the
I
time?
saw that.
Well,
Oh,
Avenue Five takes place in the near future when
okay, all
they've
right.
all gone. So yeah,
I don't even know what that show is.
it was a show that ran 2 seasons on HBO about a luxury cruise liner.
Oh, that's
Oh
no, that's
yeah,
the one that had Lenora Critchlow in it, right?
Yeah,
And the
mm,
guy who was from House, whose name I forget, right?
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Was it any good?
It was good. It was very well. It was done. It was done by the same people who had done Veep. So yeah, it was very good.
Hmm.
I think my favorite line on the show once was they were trying to figure out how they were going to rescue the people on the ship. So this woman wrote this number on the piece of paper and slid it across the table. And the other woman picked it up and said, "Okay, now, is this how much it's going to cost to get them back? Or is this the number you call to find out how much it's going to cost to get them back?"
It's okay. So what was it?
Yeah, well, you never found out, but
And so what is this? That is funny. That's very good. Very good.
Oh, and that's speaking of Beatles. That's usually their songs. People tend to get the lyrics.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
And I know, but the thing is so funny is that a lot of those songs and things, they seem pretty easy to hear, but you realize that that's only because you're making it up. You know that
Y-
the lyric that you thought they were saying was not what they were saying, but in your mind it made perfect sense.
yeah, and it doesn't help that people tend to read too much
Yes.
into Beatles
Yes,
lyrics.
you're absolutely right. Oh
Yeah,
no, they were saying this because it's on a cosmic level,
yeah,
you just don't understand, right?
yeah, and I mean, people look at Revolution Number Nine. People really read too much into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, in one of my stories, I use it's not a lyric, but a snippet from Revolution Number Nine,
Mhm.
and it goes like this. It goes, rest you down, Father, may it serve you well."
Mhm.
And people hear it within the context of Revolution Number Nine, and they're like, "Oh, what does that mean? What was? Where did John get that from?" Well, John got that off of the BBC. Okay, it was just a little snippet from some radio show he was listening to. You know,
How
but,
funny.
but people tend to try and find meaning in it. And especially Maxwell Silverhammer. Okay, I mean, I was very good at butchering the lyrics to that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, that song when I was a kid, it's like, what in the world are they saying? What are they doing? What is it about? So
Yeah,
violent, huh?
yeah,
well, I
yeah.
think the most misheard and still debated Beatle lyric is he saying I'm very bored or I buried Paul? So
Oh,
Right.
come on. That
No,
why
no, no. That's that was very debated. I mean, to
I
this
mean,
day, you have tinfoil hat wearing people that think Paul actually died back then.
yeah,
and this
Um,
current Paul that we have is somehow a clone or something?
yeah,
You
it
know,
was supposed to be this Paul that's out now.
he was a
yeah.
Paul impersonator who
Yeah,
just kept
Oh,
the job.
okay. That must be it.
yeah. When you hear what's it, Day in the Life? When you hear the lyric, he blew his mind out in a car.
Yes.
That's that means that Paul died in a car accident in London.
Get out of here.
No, I kid you not. I kid you not. Just like if you hear Ringo Starr's what is it? I think the song's "Waiting for You," and he sings in the song. Ringo sings, uh, "You were in a car crash and you lost your hair." That's
Wow.
supposed to be a reference to Paul dying in the car crash also.
Yeah, this was back in the days when there were not rabbit holes, but
Hmm.
people were digging them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. These were the original diggers of the rabbit hole.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you got a certain song on, I think Sergeant Pepper's or whatever, you played it backwards, you hear it is Paul is dead. Paul is dead. Paul is dead. So yeah, and mind you, all of this nonsense started with a student radio station somewhere in the Midwest.
You got to be kidding.
I kid you not. And they would like get the Sergeant Pepper album. Why is it on the back? Everybody's facing the camera, but Paul has his back to the camera.
Oh, brother.
Okay.
Or
Why is it with the Abbey Road album, Paul is the only one walking
bear,
across the street barefoot? Okay. And it's supposedly, well, people in Italy they bury their dead without shoes.
Hmm. So they're trying to say that that's where he had his accident.
Yeah. Why is it on the Magical Mystery Tour album? Why is it all the Beatles? They all got on white tuxedos and carnations. Why is Paul's carnation dark or black and the rest of
Mm-mm.
their carnations red? Why is it on the Sergeant Pepper album? Paul on his uniform, one of the medals is a medal that they give to British soldiers that have died.
Boy, y'all, they go a long way, huh?
you know,
well, there are people that you both pity them and you're afraid of them, that they have much more free time than you do. So
Yes.
you're glad that they kind of dig this stuff up. But then you said, but it's kind of scary too. So
well,
Yeah.
I always said that police departments across the country should have a special squad, the Shaker Squad,
Huh.
and they just drive up to your house, run in your house while you're on the computer, just grab you and shake you. Get, 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 get it, quick, man. You know,
I
so
wanted a buzzer that when I heard somebody say that over the phone, I could just press the button and it would zap them.
yeah,
Same
you know,
principle.
cause
Calm down. I said, calm down.
yeah, the calm down squad. Go in the house, listen, calm
Yeah,
down.
you're getting just way too far out now. Come
Yeah,
back. Time to come
you know,
back now.
yeah. Rest you down, Father. May it serve you well. You know, so so lyrics and of course Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah. Well,
You
everybody
know,
pretty much, LSD.
yeah. So lyrics, we get them wrong, but sometimes, well, like reasons. Philip Bailey said he doesn't know why in the world to this day people play reasons at their weddings. You know,
They're
'cause
not because I guess
well,
they didn't listen to lyrics.
yeah,
yeah, well, it goes along with. I was talking with somebody, and I was saying that I couldn't say that I could get behind Ray Parker's song because he was so violent. And they said, "Well, what do you mean?" And I says, "Well, in the fade, to can't get over losing you. I think that's the name of it. But whatever the song is, during the fade, he say, if you walk out on me, it's the last thing you'll ever do."
Hmm.
And I said, okay. And they said, well, I don't listen to the lyrics. I just listen to the melody, which to me is kind of like saying, well, I don't eat the meal when it comes. I just sit there and smell it or something. So
well, I kind of could understand that because see, with me, I will listen more to the music and the melody
Mm-hmm.
than the actual lyrics. I mean, there's certain songs that I love
Yeah, I
that,
agree. I agree. There's certain things
yeah,
that you like the music and it's very well done and
Yes,
evocative,
I
and then
got a
you're not
song.
really listening.
Got a
Hmm.
song. I got a story about that too. Me and my youngest sister at home. This was back in the 70s, late 70s, 78, 79. You all remember the group The Barkays, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They had a song out called Your Love Has Got the Holy Ghost. You didn't
Yeah.
listen to the words, but that beat every time it came on, it would make us dance. It would.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
never listened to the
yeah. You
words
you
though.
you kind of don't pay attention to the lyrics.
Mhm.
We did not.
Yeah. Um, I could
But
actually say there's certain songs on Stevie Wonder's Talking Book
Mm.
that I'm just wrapped up in the music in itself.
mm,
And if you was to ask me about the lyrics, I'm like,
I
Mhm.
don't know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
talked to one woman who didn't know that part-time lover was about a guy having an affair, and I'm like, how do you not realize that the song
Even
is
even for the
part-time
title.
lover? Yeah, the title is part-time lover. Oh yeah, that and Secret Lovers. Okay, not a Stevie Wonder song, but the
but
title
we'll,
is Secret Lovers.
yeah.
Mhm.
Or what was the other one? Oh, you're making it hard on me. How do you not know that that song about is about grinding?
Huh?
Mm-mm-mm.
Wait a minute now. We got young people around here. Me.
Right.
Well, I think the most thing probably, and they even named a book about misheard lyrics after it was from Jimi Hendrix's.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and it no matter how many times you hear it, it sounds like he's saying excuse. Well, what he's actually saying is excuse me while I kiss the sky, but
Yeah.
the way it comes out,
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
yeah,
And it's like, I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm sorry. It sounds like the sky to me. And because of his, it's, connection with like the drug culture back then, I think the
Yeah.
concept of kiss the sky made more sense.
Yeah.
yeah. That's another song with Hendrix that I was like, where do people get this from? Is Purple Haze,
Mhm.
because near the end of the song you hear him whispering Purple Haze. Okay, Purple
Mhm.
Haze. Next thing you know, people flipped it out, especially during 1977. Is no, he's whispering, "Son of Sam,
Son of
son of
Sam.
What?
Sam."
What?
Yeah,
What?
No, that
yeah,
don't sound right, man.
yeah.
What? People are crazy.
It doesn't sound right to
People are
me.
crazy.
It doesn't sound right to me.
They're just
And
making that up.
But,
if
but, 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 okay,
hmm
there is possibly some connection when you think about it because of what Son of Sam is, or who the sons of Sam
But what
are.
I gotta do with Purple Haze though?
But I'm just saying that people say Son of Sam, Son of Sam. Okay, I can understand what some people may have thought it could be because those were the people who were, the foot
Yeah,
soldiers
but the
during
words
the
aren't
Vietnam War.
the words already
Yeah.
become close.
no,
But
well, actually, they were trying to tie it, saying that David Berkowitz was supposedly listening to Purple Haze, and he heard that, and was supposedly, I guess, the the um the devil speaking to him.
now he
No, I
Okay.
think,
no
yeah,
he
I
was
see a
just
lot of
no
guys.
he was just killing people, y'all.
Yeah,
That's all he was
yeah,
doing.
Yeah.
there's a lot of
So
guys who refer themselves sons of
so
Sam.
Penelope's I make fun of Penelope songs. You know the
Okay,
this
right.
the tramps. You know the tramp Disco Inferno, burn baby burn,
Yeah.
Disco Inferno. So this is Penelope's take on it.
Oh no.
I'm not saying it. Just
Burn baby burn. This call is final.
be quiet.
This
You
call is What does that mean?
at
You
the end
know,
of a club when it's time to go
This call is
home. This
no,
yeah,
call
they
is
say final
final.
call. They can
no,
final
man.
call, last call for alcohol. Your
No, what are you
Yeah,
like
signature.
your
a
last
Jehovah
call for
Witness
dancing
newspaper?
and everything.
No,
It's the name of
Yeah.
the song, but the name of the song is called Disco Inferno. It's right
you
there in the
know,
song.
Okay. Oh,
quiet.
okay. Penelope.
Yes.
Uh, calm down.
What
Okay.
damn the damn song? The
Now
title.
I want you to explain to me how did you get this that the
Because the
call is
disco.
final?
Because the disco, it's time to go
That's
home for the
not even the
disco.
name of the damn
This call is
song.
final because it's time to go home for the the club.
No,
This
no.
call is final.
That's the name of the damn
Call is
song. And
final.
before we go off, let me also say that Nikki has a song. It's a Tina Turner song.
I don't know.
What's love
I,
got to do with
I
it?
What
don't. Re-
love got to do with it? Got to do
What's
with
I
the
don't
it.
beginning again? No,
remember.
say what's it? It's the beginning. What's the first line?
I don't know. I forgot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, you know it.
I don't know what y'all talking
I
Come
about.
on,
present,
come
I
on.
present such
It was the
facts.
opposites attract. So I
I
present
present such facts.
such fact.
What are you listening to?
Well, you know what? Everybody makes a mistake. I even make them, believe it
No,
or
you
not.
can't. But
I
the thing
don't.
is, you make a mistake and you say it out loud. So it's like, I present
And
such
you know, I'm gonna
facts.
tell you the bad
Okay,
thing
The
no,
about
name
it.
this
for
one. Yeah, what does
I
it
it.
say?
dug in deep, deep too. I didn't
You know the
change
thing
my
says
mind.
you must understand that the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That is only the thrill of boy
You,
meeting girl. Opposites
I
attract.
present such facts.
Yeah. So yeah. So she's just saying it. He said, well,
She
opposites
just said,
attract.
that's right.
Well,
And you know what? I still say it now. I don't
you
use
got
what
big,
I
thick
say. What
wax in
I
your ear.
say. I say what I want to say.
I have one
I
for my, I have
present
one for
such
myself.
fact. It
Yeah. What
sounds
is yours?
better.
My
Yeah.
thing is, you know the song The Rascals, Grooving?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, what? Go
I
ahead,
You
didn't
Joe.
mess
know,
that up.
Go ahead. This I gotta hear.
Grooving. That would be ecstasy. You and me and Leslie.
And
Oh,
so, see, who's Leslie?
well,
Okay,
Who
that
the hell
could
is
be.
that's it. That's it. You see the door. Go out, get out. Get out.
thank
you
you.
knew they were saying and in this league?
endlessly, endlessly, yeah, endlessly. Like
I said,
You
who the
and
hell is
me and
Leslie?
Leslie.
you and me
You and me and
endlessly, not
Leslie.
endlessly and Leslie,
I said, who's this Leslie
endlessly,
chick, man? She must be some.
endlessly. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay,
You and
Well,
let
me
me.
and
I gotta
Leslie.
say, so none of you all, Sonia, Cranston, or James, ever got a lyric wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
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 Star, fish, and
Oh, get out of
coffee.
here. What
Make
you
the
got?
Sun Man jam.
Okay. Keep on. Go ahead.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Butterscotch clouds, tangerine in the side order of
What in the world?
child.
you know what? Go
What in
to
the world?
sleep, James. Go
What
to
is
bed.
that?
Go to sleep, baby.
there was one for me that I liked the song the first time I heard it, and I really liked it. And then I heard somebody else do it. I said, "Well, that's not the same lyric,"
Oh
and I said,
God.
"Yeah, and that's not the same lyric." And it was just a minor change, but and no matter how many times I listened to it, it sounded like it sounded like the singer was saying something else, but that wasn't it. But it just didn't sound like it.
So what
No.
was it?
It's a song called "Only Trust Your Heart," and there's a line just before it goes into the last verse where it says, the, "It's a spell, cast a spell if you can," and that's not what they're saying. They're saying, "Oh, okay, something else." So,
What was it they were saying?
they're saying if you care and not if you can. I said, okay, but I said, well, it was a Diana Crawl that she's Canadian, so maybe it's, Canadian pronunciation or something. I don't know,
Oh, you
but
trying to explain your own mess up.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
You're trying to come up. Well, it's Encyclopedia Brown, and
yeah.
so he
That's the only song that you've ever
yeah,
had
only saw
with
he
only
messed up.
one word out of
P-
all the lyrics of all songs that
Well,
you ever done.
I can safely say that none of us will be invited to a hootenanny.
Oh, nanny.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Okay.
listen,
Now the
how many
funny one
people?
is time out. The
How,
funny one was my youngest sister Nichelle. Four Tops had a song, "Beauty's Only Skin Deep."
Oh my
Nichelle was
lord.
thinking that they were saying, "Do you want to see me? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah."
yeah.
do you want to see me? Oh yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I didn't know what they were singing until
Do
they
you
had
want to
it.
send me?
Like we said
No,
on
they
those
were saying,
commercials,
listen.
they show you the name of the song, and like, oh, that's what they were saying.
No, they were saying something deep, even for Maurice White. They said beauty is only skin deep. Yeah, so
Understood, but that's not what I mean. They're singing. I don't understand what they're saying. I
beauty
had
And
do
to sing.
deepy.
Yeah,
that
Oh
that's what it ought
yeah,
to sing deep.
booby
It ought
do
to sing deep.
deepy.
Yes, it's not,
Oh,
Do
I had no
oh,
do
idea
you
what they
watch
were
the
saying.
Penelope.
booby do
TV?
deepy.
Yeah,
Oh
Do you
yeah.
yeah,
watch
Penelope, did you use
booby
do
do
you,
what you
deepy.
call Aretha
Oh,
you watch
Franklin?
the TV? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Aretha
but
Franklin, do right
oh,
woman, do right man. Penelope,
Yeah.
you got to
Oh,
do
be
yours.
quiet. I am not
Go
doing that.
ahead. I'll
I
do
am
it, and I
not.
will mess. I'll make it sound
I'm
real
not.
bad. Go ahead,
No, I am not. Yeah,
Oh, I
Penelope.
got one.
You
but
made
let me
me
say
do
this.
Tina
But wait,
Turner.
wait. But let me tell you this. It was getting ready to go back to the beauty's only skin deep thing.
Booby
That
do deepy.
right. People often said stuff that weren't words. They're just making vocalizations. So you have people like they are just making a
Lady,
vocalization, and I thought
Penelope,
you need.
no,
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 you try to
Penelope.
explain it, you try to do
Right.
Encyclopedia Brown. No, that no.
I
Okay,
had
that
no
are you
idea that
gonna
you
do it?
say
No, you
words.
said Encyclopedia
Okay,
Brown.
are you gonna
Doobie
do it,
doobie
or am I gonna
deepy.
have to do it,
Oh
Penelope?
yeah.
You can do it
Doobie
if you
doobie
want
deepy.
to.
I
Yeah,
am
yeah,
going to
yeah.
because you
If
did
you want
mine,
to.
and I thought it.
Uh huh.
What you call it? Do right woman, do right man. This is Aretha Franklin, woman's only human. That part you should understand. This is Penelope. Wanna honor Uma. That is it.
Whatever. Oh,
I,
what,
I I
oh,
know
but
you.
you never
I
heard
didn't know
the.
that you were saying words. I thought she was just vocalizing.
No, you didn't
No.
hear you didn't hear the Frank Sinatra version. Oh no. Oh, oh my God. What was that?
I
okay.
thought
Well,
she
I
was
take that
vocalizing.
back.
Uh
There
huh.
was one song that I had that I found out that not only did I get the lyrics, did I get the lyrics wrong, I got the whole song wrong,
How'd
What?
and
you do
on
that?
it was on Donald Fagen's last CD of Sunken Condos called Miss Marlene. And so I'm listening to the song and everything, and I'm just going, okay, that sounds really nice. And it has, and the thing is, if you have a dark subject, but you do it in an upbeat way, you can miss the whole point. So it wasn't until I went back and read the lyrics that said, oh, this is totally different than what I thought it was.
Wow. What did you think it was?
Well, it started out with a song about this woman who's this champion bowler and had everything, and all of a sudden she stopped coming to the bowling alley. And I said, well, maybe she just moved on. And so I read the lyrics and found out the reason she stopped coming to the bowling alley was she walked out in front of a taxi cab. So,
What?
Why? Why not? Why?
which
Why not?
I,
Why not?
which I
Why not?
missed
I'm done. I'm
the,
done. I'm done.
the first
Why
few times,
not?
which I totally missed the first few times I heard the song. So don't forget.
Why?
Uh, when did you stop listening?
What are you talking about? When
I
did your
mean,
hearing fail?
because I.
Excuse me, before we move on, everybody, I
Uh
would
huh.
like to
Uh huh.
say something.
Sure. Sure.
Welcome back, Cranston. I'm glad to
Thank you.
hear your voice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, I
man,
know what happened. Listen. How about this song? Made a song by Aretha Franklin. Shame.
Yes.
Y'all know that
oh,
was Shane's a fool.
you
Chain of
didn't
Oh,
fools.
think that auto, did
Chain
you?
of fools. Not
Sha-
shades of fools.
no, Shane, like Shane's a fool.
I
Right.
know you
No.
didn't
No.
think that, did
Chain.
you?
Chain. Chain. Chain of fools.
No, Shane's a fool.
That's what you thought they said.
Yeah, he's a fool.
But that's not what it's
That's
about. A
not the words
chain
of
of
the song.
fools.
okay. So, do you know who's your friend Shane?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
could
That's
listen. I'm too
Leslie's
young.
brother. It's
I was too
Leslie's
young.
brother.
I couldn't read no
It's
song.
Leslie's brother. You and
Yeah,
me and Leslie
Leslie.
and Leslie's brother.
And
Shane. Remember him?
Shane's a
Shane's a
fool.
fool. Right.
Shane,
Wow.
Shane, Shane.
Yeah. There we
Shane's
go.
a fool.
All right. Shane's a fool.
Shane. Shane's
Shane's
I gotta put
a
that
fool.
echo in there, y'all. That
Yes.
Shane.
Okay. Very good. Shane's a
Shane's a
fool.
fool.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you kind of no.
Shane is a fool. And
Yeah, I
this
guess
call is
so.
final.
Yes, this
Mm-hmm.
is final. Final. I mean, that's the thing. Is so funny when you talk to people about why it is that you get these words wrong, and it makes perfect sense to you. And then other people are like, "How in the world did you get to that?" But at the time, it makes perfect sense. Otherwise, you would have thought of some other different word. So it's like you don't really understand it, but you're trying to put words in that seem like they would fit, right?
And the thing is, I can't help
Penelope.
it. I can't help it if these singers are muzzle mouth. They can't speak right.
Yeah, me too.
Penelope, remember, Penelope had to get me right on this one. It was so embarrassing because I am an Earth, Wind, and Fire fan. The song Gratitude. We just want to give gratitude. You know, the beginning of it
Yeah.
goes,
Right.
Uh
I'm going around, can't get enough of that gratitude.
huh. It's like, no, not saying that. And but you know what? When you
But
start, and
didn't
the
mine
sad thing,
sound better though?
but the sad
No.
thing about it
Oh,
is
okay.
when you start to mishear a song and start singing it that way, you cannot hear it right ever. It takes forever to unhear it the way that you heard it when
Yeah.
you did it wrong.
I
Yeah.
still think mine sounded better though.
No.
Very
No.
nice.
No. No. Stop it. Stop it. No,
Yeah,
but I think I
can't get
think
enough of that gratitude.
That's
You
right,
know?
because I can't get enough of it.
That's
Shoot.
right. I see.
I,
Can't get
I
enough of
I
that.
just think that when you hear a song and it's a song that you've fallen in love with,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
you just want to go with the flow of the song, and you're not really paying attention, nor do you care
Right.
Exactly.
about the lyrics. You just love this
Mm-mm.
song, and
Right.
you're in a
And
happy
and
place. You know.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you. Sometimes you find out the real words to a song that you have messed up. I mean, have you ever felt like, wow, this is so different from what I thought it was that I no longer like it, or it doesn't have the same impact because I thought they were saying one thing, but they're really saying something else. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
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 Mm-mm. No.
No.
Um, I
No.
heard the lyrics, didn't quite understand them. Police's, um,
Every breath you
every
take.
breath you take. Well,
Oh gosh. What did you think?
That's a stalking
uh,
song. That's a
yeah,
stalking
when you
song.
first,
Mm-hmm.
because they played it at weddings, and I thought, oh, this is, he's going to be with her every breath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. And then
Yeah.
pointed it out, and they're like, oh, and then Clay Aiken came out with his song Invisible. And everybody's
I
like, "Oh, she just doesn't see that he loves her and
Mm-mm.
stuff like that." No, he's saying he because she was invisible, so he could watch her all the time, and because she doesn't pay attention to him, he can stalk her.
Yeah. Wow.
No, I was the
Well,
one who collected lyrics, so I was the one that people I had notebooks and notebooks of songs, so I was the one that people came to find out who the what the right words were. But
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
that's because I just learned how to. One of my things was reading poetry when I was younger, and lyrics were poetry to me. So I collected
Mm-hmm.
song lyrics.
well, I
So
think
I
it's
was always correcting people.
one thing that's
well,
kind of funny when people have those songs like that. For instance, if you think of something like "Every Breath You Take," whatever, that in a song like that, if you think of it, it's like, okay, we're two people, we're getting ready to get married, right?
Hmm.
And you may think that it is romantic, but then if it's somebody that you don't know or somebody that you have broken up with, it's completely different gig, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think it is, because actually there's a on Sting's solo album, was the theme of the Blue Turtles, I think
The
it is.
Dream of the Blue Turtles, yeah.
Dream of the Blue Turtles. There's the final cut on side two. If you, I can't remember the title, but if you listen to it, he basically talk about murdering a woman,
Moon under Beacon Street or something like that.
and he's
Mhm.
describing he sees her, and
Bourbon
she,
Street, Moon under Bourbon Street, right?
Moon
yeah,
over Bourbon
yeah,
Street.
moon over Bourbon Street, yeah,
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 yeah.
Well, but he's a vampire, so you kind of say, well, okay.
See, that's interesting because you think it's as a vampire. I just thought it was a murderer. like a Jack the Ripper kind of murderer person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no,
what I thought too.
yeah.
he's a vampire and he's out looking for his next snack.
Well, I thought it's like he's looking for his next victim, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought next victim.
I mean,
Yeah.
the vampire angle, that sounds better. But when I first heard it, I thought he was going to. I kind of thought maybe he was basing it on the axe
Hmm.
murderer of New Orleans or some craziness like that.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me, like somebody, some murderer in New Orleans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
stalking people.
there he
Hmm.
does mention somewhere in there, either in the liner notes or something, but he does mention Anne Rice in there. So
Hmm.
that's what it was. It was
Yeah.
a
That brings you the
you
what you
know
call it, being like
why he only come out at
interview
night.
for a vampire or something.
You know,
Well, you know what song is misinterpreted. I think people don't listen to the lyrics at all.
Hmm.
What?
The BG staying alive. It's like, come on,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
somebody, I'm going nowhere. Somebody
Somebody
help
help
me.
me. It's
Somebody help me. Yeah, yeah, baby. Yeah, it's good. That dance.
get down. Yeah. But it's a depressing song.
Yeah,
Basically, it's like I'm just barely making it. I'm just surviving.
I'm
yeah.
just
It's like
staying alive.
Staying
well,
alive.
that's
That's
it.
it.
If you have a jaunty beat with
Yes,
a
it's
dark song,
crazy.
right. Like
people like.
the song "She's Homeless," right?
Right.
I,
Yeah.
She's homeless. She's
oh,
home. Da
la
da
da
dee
dee
da
la
da
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 da.
la da dee.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
see that there. Now that there, when she goes into la da dee la da da on her video, she kind of twists that at the end instead of la da dee la da da. She goes la da dee la da wah.
What
I
Why?
don't
difference that make?
I don't know. I don't know. I always when I heard la da dee la da da, I think Curly Three Stooges.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, but if you look at her video, she kind of low la da dee la da la like that.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm like, where did
okay.
that come from?
I do not know, or maybe we're hearing it wrong on the radio or something. I don't
She's
know.
homeless.
Yeah, it's like
Now,
okay, but you're dancing to it,
Yeah, you still dancing.
because she's homeless.
Yeah,
Well,
Wow.
and I'm staying alive. I'm going nowhere. Somebody
Somebody
help
help
me.
me.
And you bust out dancing.
Well,
uh-huh.
well,
So it's fun.
with that, I kind of think that was kind of a snapshot of New York
Hmm.
in the '70s.
Yeah, yeah,
You had people that wanted to actually get out of New York.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Escapism,
saying?
But you
escape.
know
Yeah.
what it is?
You want to make it,
It's like
and you want to escape.
it's like people with that out of borough John Travolta hair
Hmm.
could not go to Wall Street and get a job.
No.
Okay, you're not individual.
Yeah.
You come in looking
Okay,
for a job.
guys. All right. That's right. We're on the last minute of our show, and so we got to get going. So we thank
I
everybody
would
for
say one
showing
last
up.
thing. The,
Appreciate. No, no.
the national anthem. National anthem is messed
Oh,
up
come
how many
on.
times?
All right, go ahead, because now we're not going to be able to get my.
Okay, la da dee, la da da.
Thank you. National anthem. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, everybody, who listened in. We had a great show. Thank you so much. We'll be back again next week with more discussion with the other hood. Take care of yourselves, y'all, and have a wonderful remainder of your weekend. Happy Father's Day.
Father's
Uh,
Day.
happy end of Juneteenth week, right? All right. And
Happy solstice.
yeah, happy solstice, right?
That too.
All right, yeah, okay. And bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.